Hey, what's up, family? Let's see. This is my first time going live, trying this out. Don't pay attention to the title. You know I love to clickbait you all, but I'm sick. So this is actually my sickest vlog. So this is actually being brought to you by NyQuil, which I'm which I'm going to chug now. So if I fall asleep, you know why. Anyway, I didn't want to take up too much time. I hope the sound is good doing this live, so I have no idea what the results are going to be. But I literally have like no story to cover, nothing on the top of my head that I really wanted to bring up. It's just been that kind of day, just a rough day. I don't know if it's a cold. I know the flu is breaking out, so I'm hoping it's not the flu, but obviously I'm up and talking now, so I don't know, but I'm going to continue to monitor it. I have a team of doctors monitoring me around the clock to make sure that I am in tip-top shape. One day I'll actually have to introduce you all to my entire production staff. I have writers, video editors that help me out, sound editors as well. So that's why I'm really hoping I sound good. Otherwise, I'm going to have to fire that guy. But anyway, I just want to talk about a few things. One thing that's really been on my mind lately is, well, football. And if you didn't all watch the NFC and AFC championship games on Sunday, you didn't have to deal with the same amount of disappointment that I dealt with, because I really wanted to see the Jacksonville Jaguars take on the Minnesota Vikings, and that just didn't pan out. The Jaguars almost made it, but then the Vikings just, I'm pretty sure the Vikings threw that game. There's no other way to explain the phenomenon of what happened. I do not believe in my deepest of beliefs that the Eagles are that good. So I don't know. You know, you get the Super Bowl in your city. You think you would play well, and then they just, I mean, with the exception of that first touchdown, they might as well just put up a goose egg. It was terrible. So with that said, I wanted to give you guys my prediction for the Super Bowl. So you're going to hear it first. You're going to hear it live. You're going to hear it right now. The Eagles, they played to win. They were playing on all cylinders. Of course, it was against a Vikings team and a Vikings defense that just didn't play like they were supposed to play all season. So I don't know what to tell you, but the Patriots are who we know they are. The Patriots are these con artists that know how to cheat and just win by any means necessary, thanks to their devilish coach, Bill Belichick, and Tom Brady, who hands down somehow is the GOAT. He just seems to always find a way to win, and he did that against the Jaguars. Both teams have great passing attacks. Again, just having Tom Brady on your team, you could have Pop Warner kids on the field, and he would still find a way to get that ball to those kids and score a touchdown to win a game. And then the Eagles, of course, with Aguilar and Alshon Jeffrey, as well as Zach Ertz at tight end. So they've got some good wide receivers there. And then the running game, you know, somehow the Patriots always make do with whoever they have in the backfield, whether it be, you know, I think it was James White in the past game. I don't even know who all the running backs are anymore. At one point they had LeGarrette Blount, but I think he's on the Eagles now. They just seem to rotate people in and out. And then they had this other guy, I can't remember his name, but yeah, they just have guys who just step up somehow and they just continue to win. So the defenses, the Eagles defense is pretty good. They've got, what's my man, Chris Long, I believe his name is, or Jake Long. I can't remember what all these folks. I'm not even an Eagles fan. I'm a Cowboys fan. So this is why I'm so pissed off that the Eagles are going to the Super Bowl, because we tried so hard and then we just sputtered. You know, we didn't have our running back and things like that. And I know I'm ranting, but I'm going to end it there. So I think it should be a pretty evenly matched game on February 4th. But I'm going to give the edge to the New England Patriots. As much as I hate both teams, I don't despise the Patriots as much as I despise the Eagles. Growing up in Philadelphia for the first 18 years of my life, I could never understand why anyone loved the Eagles in the 90s. They were the worst of the worst, and I mean, they just were. I grew up watching the Cowboys pretty much whoop them twice a year, every year. So, you know, what was I supposed to do? cheer for the losers? No, no, not impressionable me. Of course not. So, yeah, anyway, I believe the Patriots are going to win, and the final score is going to be, drum roll please, 24-17. And here's how it'll happen. It'll happen pretty similar to the way that the Patriots won in pretty much the waning minutes of their game against Jacksonville. The game will be tied 17-17. The Eagles will probably have the lead going into halftime, like 10-3 or something. Then it'll, get tied up somewhere around the middle of the fourth quarter, 17-17. And then with 2 minutes left, Tom Brady will drive the team down. He'll throw the ball to Chris Hogan, who I believe will be playing, for a touchdown with 2 minutes and 12 seconds left. And then that'll pretty much ice the game. The Eagles will try to mount a comeback, but it just won't be successful. So 24-17, New England Patriots for the win. What I am hoping for, what would be nice, is that asteroid. Y'all know about that asteroid? So there's an asteroid, or whatever we want to call it, a meteor, that is right now hurtling at an alarming rate. I can't even tell you how fast it's going, but it's going pretty fast. And it's going to whiz within, I believe it was like 120,000 miles towards Earth. And everyone, I don't know why people get so alarmed about these things. It's like the media. It's the media. I should have said that in the first place. The media likes to sensationalize these things. So there is an asteroid that has an orbit around the sun, and it's coming from it, away from the sun, and it's going to zip past us at 120 to 200,000 miles away from Earth. And that's a lot further than the moon is from the Earth. So we have nothing to fear, but somehow people always, it's a way to make news, I guess. Oh, there's an asteroid coming, and it's going to come during the Super Bowl, and we should all run and hide. And that's not even the case. So, but it would be nice if somehow the trajectory did change, and if it just, landed in Minnesota and destroyed both teams. I know that's mean. That's very mean. That's very mean. So I'll take it back. But it would be nice if the Eagles didn't exist and the Patriots didn't exist. A few other things I wanted to touch on, since this is already 7 minutes in, and I've got some top stories here. It's what's today's date? We're not even out of January, and I believe there's already been like 2 or 3 mass shootings. Today was another one, 2 dead and 17 wounded in a Kentucky high school, where a 15-year-old student opened fire at a rural Kentucky high school, killing 2 people and a dozen more. Of course, my prayers and deepest condolences go out to those affected and their families, and we really got to do something about gun control. I am all for the right to bear arms, but we have smartphones, we have Alexas and Siris, and the CES was just a few weeks ago. With all this new technology, you would think there would be technology focused on gun control. I've thrown out ideas in the past, and I don't know if anyone else has thought about these, but what about like biometric guns, that when you put your hand on it, it could read your handprint to know that it's your gun? Now, a 15-year-old cannot purchase a gun. A 15-year-old has no right to own a gun, which means he got the gun by some means that just wasn't legal, whether he stole it, whether he, got it from, I didn't read the article, but nevertheless, this is very clear cut. This is a student, 15 years old, getting access to a gun, and then actually being able to take it into a building and then fire on other students. So that shouldn't happen. That should not happen. I can understand an adult who legally purchased a gun, or even an adult who just whatever, but not a child, not a 15-year-old child. So biometrics on a gun, so that if the gun doesn't belong to me and I put my hand even on that trigger, if it doesn't recognize my fingerprint at all, it shouldn't fire. It's not my gun. It's not registered to me. It shouldn't fire. That should help. The second thing is sensors. Why can't we put some sort of a sensor on a gun that can detect if there's actually a belligerent situation happening in front of us? In a way, it would be like the gun is smart in itself. I mean, we have phones that can detect your face, and if you're smiling, It'll, you know, have a facial emoji that smiles with you and all these things. Yet we can't have a gun that has some sort of a sensor on it or a camera on it, so that if it was pointed at somebody and it saw that these people were running away or scared, or it can detect, you know, fear and things like that, or it didn't see another gun in the picture, it would stop firing. What about, I mean, there's just things that can be done, I feel like, that could actually make guns smarter. Because I don't agree with taking guns away at all. I don't believe in that. I believe that a well-armed society is a good thing. A standing militia, all those things. I believe in the right to bear arms, but there's got to be a smarter way. And you cannot tell me in the year 2018 that we cannot come out with smart guns, smart technology around these guns, and then we can just get back to gun control, just figuring out a way to actually control and limit the use of guns, or, you know, basically figuring out how to scan people or survey people better, so that people that might have issues or have had issues in the past or have been to jail, things like that, that they don't have access to guns or to all these different additions that they can add to guns, like bump stocks, which was the big story back in October or November with the shooting in Vegas. I mean, there's so many things that I feel like can be done. And again, we've heard it over and over again. The can just keeps on getting kicked further and further and further down. So really sad story. Again, my thoughts and prayers go out to those, and that just seems to be the best I can do, except for, you know, offering up suggestions. We just started sending our girls to a daycare, and the thought just scares me. You know, I think about things like Sandy Hook, where that student came in to the elementary school and killed all those children and teachers. You don't want to have those thoughts when you send your kids out, or when you go out to work or to a mall. You don't want to have those thoughts. You don't want to have those thoughts with guns. You don't want to have those thoughts with cars and automobiles, which is why I'm glad that we're working towards having autonomous vehicles that hopefully cannot be hacked by anybody, to reduce in the future. You know, there won't be any crashes. There won't be, you know, any traffic congestion. There won't be any emissions, because, you know, we'll have a future of autonomous electric vehicles. I look forward to that. So that people can't just hop in a car and drive it through some market and kill people. And I hope that we do the same with guns. It really boggles my mind. It frustrates me to no end. Another story I wanted to talk about, which is trending, is Tammy Duckworth. She will be the first senator to have a baby while in office. Oh man, I need some more NyQuil. This is pretty awesome. I already had enough. I'm actually surprised I'm not falling asleep. So this is pretty awesome. Tammy Duckworth is, I believe, she is a paraplegic. So she lost both of her legs. And I'm just going to read through it. So the news means she will be, of course, the first U.S. senator to give birth while in office. There are only 9 other females. Only 9 other females have had babies while serving in Congress, and they've all been out of the House of Representatives, not in the Senate. She was already the first disabled woman elected to the Senate, having lost both legs while serving as a U.S. Army helicopter pilot. So that is pretty awesome. I love seeing things like this. Tammy Duckworth, you are a strong and resilient woman, and just a great example that, you know, women can do it all. This is their time. I kind of feel like men, we just need to, like, maybe just go and just step back for a bit and let women just do the thing, because I mean they you know, they took Beyonce's "Run the World" to heart, and now they're really running with it. So major kudos to her. Major kudos to all women who are just holding it down on all fronts, because men, I think we're in some sort of an existential crisis. We just don't know what we're doing, and we're not doing the right things. So yeah, we just need to take our hands off of everything, and especially women, and just let the ladies run with this for a while. And, you know, things are going to be good. I think Barack Obama said the same thing. Things will be good. So that's what I got on Senator Tammy Duckworth, congratulations to you. The next thing, let's see if there's anything else I really want to cover here. Of course, always the top stories about that Donald Trump idiot. So I'm not even going to cover that. But I think I've been talking for enough. It's been 15 minutes. I just got a battery alert warning on my iPhone 7, which is nearly dying, that I'm down to 10%. So yeah, I'm going to end it there. Are there any other stories that I should be covering? This is the first time I've gone live, so it's a full 15 minutes long. I hope you all enjoy it. I see my baby girl is chatting it up with me. Awesome live video. Thank you, baby. I love you. But yeah, let me know what you guys think about, gun control. Let me know what you think about Senator Tammy Duckworth being the first female senator that'll have her baby while in office. And of course, give me your thoughts on your Super Bowl prediction. Do you think the Eagles are going to pull out the upset, or do you think the Patriots are going to run away with it? What's your score prediction? So yeah, that's all I got. I'm going to go pass out somewhere. I'm like sweating here. It's funny because you can't really tell I'm that sick. I don't know if you can hear it in my voice. But yeah, I don't know. I woke up today and I just wasn't feeling it. So that's all I've got. Thank you all for watching, and I will talk to you tomorrow. Maybe we'll do it live as well, because I hate editing. So this really reduces my stress. So that's all I got. Take care. Peace out. Oh crap. How do I stop this thing? Oh, X. Bye. 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 Why won't it end, guys? All right, I found it. Bye.